From the MDC campus in Hialeah, we bring you today the Miami Lakes Business Podcast, brought to you by the Miami Lakes Chamber of Commerce. And today we have one of our members, a very distinguished member of the community in Hialeah and Miami Lakes as well, Mrs. Georgette Perez, who happens to be the president of the Hialeah campus for MDC. So welcome to our podcast, Georgette. It's good to have you here.
Thank you, Fred. It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me and Miami-Dade College on the podcast.
All right. So we just had a little glitch there in the process. We did the whole podcast, but we had no sound. So we're doing it again. So hopefully it comes out as good as the first time. I know MDC is celebrating or just celebrated the 65th year.
Yeah.
So how long has the Hialeah campus been in existence?
So we are the 7th campus of Miami-Dade College, and we've been serving the community as a center since 1980. And then in 2005, we actually became an official campus. And so we've been in this community for quite some time. The college itself has been here for 65 years. We just celebrated our 65th anniversary of being open. We opened our doors in 1960, and we've been serving the community ever since.
So tell us a little bit about the academic programs that the MDC has to offer. Mm-hmm. I know that it could be a misconception sometimes, being a college to a university or whatever. Mm-hmm. But tell me what kind of programs and opportunities you have for the students here.
So we offer a wide array of different programs, anywhere from the traditional Associate in Arts or AA and Associate in Science degrees. We also offer many baccalaureate degrees, which is when we became Miami-Dade College and had to change our name from Miami-Dade Community College. That was back in 2003.
I remember.
Yeah, and that's because we became a state college or a type 2 degree granting institution to be able to meet the workforce demands. And so, but we offer a wide array of programs, anything, from of course the traditional nursing, business. Most recently we added artificial intelligence, which we're very, very excited about because obviously that's the way of the future, and our job is to make sure that we stay current with training for the future and training our future. So we offer English courses, whether it be for upgrading for personal reasons or for workforce, or because you're pursuing a degree and need the proper foundations, in grammar and listening and so forth. So we have a program pretty much for everyone.
Tell me a little bit about something comes to mind. What would you say is the advantage or the difference between MDC and some of these other colleges that you see in the area, mm-hmm. Without mentioning any names, mm-hmm. As far as accreditation, as far as facilitating, to the students and mm-hmm. Things like that? How do you compare to those smaller mm-hmm. organizations?
Well, for one, we are a public institution, and we are one of 28 community colleges in the state of Florida. So we are part of the Florida college system. I think the most key aspect of that is that we are a public institution, making us very affordable. We do undergo a very rigorous accreditation process. And actually, we just recently had our accreditation process. We're currently accredited by SACS, or the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. And actually, we came back with 0 findings, which is almost unheard of.
That's wonderful.
And they look at, that 10-year process. It's a 10-year process. It's renewed every 10 years, the reaffirmation process. And they look at anything from curriculum to faculty to facilities to everything that we offer, programs, outreach. And so we're very proud of that. And really, I guess our focal point is really serving, the community and being able to offer that access, right? And being able to make it accessible to our community and affordable, again.
So the difference is that you are actually a non-profit
That is correct.
organization
We are
compared to some of the other
that are
colleges in the area that are for profit,
mm-hmm.
that are
Correct.
actually owned by individuals.
Correct. Right.
Okay, so that's, it's always good to know because that's, it's important, I think. Tell me a little bit about the affordability and how do you facilitate to the regular potential student here that comes from a low middle class, which is probably the abundance within the city and the surrounding cities and what have you. How do you make that affordable to them, or is it affordable?
Absolutely. It's most definitely affordable. So I'll start off by saying that more than 95% of our students graduate from the college debt-free, and that's very important. I think at a time where sometimes the cost of college or seeking a higher education is being questioned, and in today's world, is it worth me going to school or getting a degree when I have to invest all of this money? And I think that for us here at Miami-Dade College is very key, that we are very affordable. And yes, of course, we are going to believe it all the way that it is always valuable and worth it, if you will. And aside from that, not only are we eligible for students who qualify that are eligible for financial aid receive support, but those who may not be, because maybe their income bracket is maybe above the threshold of eligibility, we also have plenty of scholarships for our students. Many different scholarships, and pretty much if you're a high school student that's graduating, we have a scholarship for pretty much almost every single high school graduating student in some form or fashion, whether it's through an high achieving student or student that is coming in through the American Dream scholarship. We have our presidential scholarship, we have our rising scholars, and so we have a wide array of that. And again, going back to most of our students who will graduate debt-free, which is fantastic. So affordability should never ever be the reason or an obstacle or a hurdle from thinking that you belong here or that you should pursue higher education.
That is something that is wonderful, because I know that's worries a lot of families.
Yes,
and they don't think that they can afford it, and then they settle for something less.
Correct.
So I think it is important, that you convey that, thought to our audience. What kind of outreach programs do you have to get to those people before before the time comes for them to make a decision as to whether they're going to leave it at the high school level or try to achieve higher education? So
we are continuously promoting the college in our high schools in our local community. School just started, the new school year. Our classes just started. The new school year for the district and the county also just started, and we're already in there talking to families, talking to students, preparing them for financial aid, how to apply for college for next year. It's already not too early, and we encourage every one of our seniors that are thinking about going to college to start thinking already now to start applying. And even if you're not thinking about it, take that first step. But we have workshops to assist you with the financial aid application. You can come in and meet with our financial aid advisors to also assist you. We do things at the high school. We have nights where we open up the college to, you bring in your information and we will guide you step by step on completing that application, as well as our scholarship applications where, if there's any question or you're unsure, we will gladly help you. And we do that throughout the entire year, all the way until the next semester begins again, or the next academic year begins again. So that is wonderful, because the thought of achieving a higher education and not, finishing it debt-free, that is something that a lot of people don't. It's hard to conceive, because you hear, the horror stories that people that went through, college, and then they have this to take the loans or huge debt that they have to pay back, and it's kind of an obstacle for for them, or impediment, let's put it that way. Absolutely. To continue. What are the goals? Before I ask you about the goals, it is mind-boggling to find out, which I did before we started this podcast, the amount of students that you have here.
I mean, I thought that we were talking about maybe 1,500 to 2,000, but I found out that you had not 8, but almost 12,000 students in this campus
Just
alone.
in this campus alone, yes. So this campus alone, when you look at both our credit-seeking students as well as our non-credit students that take classes to our School of Continuing Education or Professional Development, we serve just close to 12,000 students per year right here at the
That is
Hialeah campus.
unbelievable.
And the college serves upwards of 125,000 students per year. So something we're very proud of. We are very much a part of this community, but yes, right here at this campus it is. And of course that includes day students, afternoon students, evening, weekend, online students. We try to offer flexible schedule to meet the needs of every single one of our students. Sometimes we have classes as early as 6 a.m. and classes as late as 10:50 in the evening.
Wow.
For Saturdays and Sundays.
Wow.
Of course, online.
So, Georgette, how do you, what are your goals? Because I know that, you know, I mean, achieving this kind of amount of students it wasn't easy. So, your goals right now would be to increase it to what?
So that's a good question.
What is your capacity?
So that's a wonderful question. So we offer a variety of modalities, and I think the Hialeah campus is part of a much greater system of Miami-Dade College, right? And so our primary goal is to continue serving as part of the institution, to serve the local community. But again, our students come from everywhere. We mostly serve, you know, we serve a lot of the students in the Hialeah community, but really our students come from a lot of different places, and that's actually one of the wonderful things of the college is that you can go in the morning to the Hialeah campus, and then in the evening you can be at the Kendall campus or go to North campus or go downtown, depending if that's more convenient for you based on where you live or where you work, or just maybe where, you know, a specific class may be available for you that's more convenient. So I think in talking about the goals is one, making sure that as much as we are very much a part of this community, continuing to raise awareness about just the programs and the resources that we offer. It's very, you know, atypical to run into someone that maybe doesn't know who Miami-Dade College is or what we do or who we are, either because they themselves came here or they have a family member who attended here. But yet we want to make sure that people still know just all of the resources that are available.
It is definitely an advantage to hear that that you don't have to come to the Hialeah campus
Right.
all the time,
Right.
especially when you're working and different schedules and things like that. That's something that I don't think that you can find anywhere else.
Yeah, we want to meet the student where they're at and where they need, and a lot of our students take advantage of that. Actually, most of our students end up on, I think it's something like 2.3 or 2.5 campuses a semester. Obviously, you can't be at half a campus, but that means that many of our students end up taking classes at more than one campus. And that's very typical, and we love that, right? That we have that flexibility, that you're able to, you know, be one place, you know, that's going to meet this need, and then have the flexibility to be somewhere else. Again, who wants to fight traffic in South Florida,
Oh
right?
my
If
God,
you don't
yes.
have to.
I know.
And so sometimes it's easier to stay after work in the area, take a class, and then, you know, drive a much shorter distance after you get out of a class, as opposed to 5 o'clock traffic.
I
right?
know that, no, from knowing you this many years and knowing your capabilities and knowing the type of person that you are, I know that you can cover a lot of areas, but obviously you need your staff, to your team to work with you. What is the size of the team that you have here? How many people do you have?
Well, that's a great question.
Working
So
here.
we have, in terms of our full-time team, which is made up of our administrators, our faculty, and our staff, we have a little, close to about 100 full-time employees, full-time. And then we rely heavily on our part-time employees, which obviously is another, you know, 100 plus. And so it sounds like a lot, but at the same time, it's just a very wonderful, magical team that works very well together to be able to deliver that. And when you think about the size, you know, the level of efficiency is wonderful. They're a great team, and that includes anywhere from, you know, the person who greets you in our public safety, to our custodial team that is fantastic, our social media team, our wonderful instructional staff, and our faculty, to our administrators, or the person that helps you fill out the financial aid form, or the college admissions counselor that goes out to the high school to talk to our students about college, or, you know, anyone in between. You know.
I think that is wonderful. You know, I mean, coming from a business background, having a staff of roughly 100 people serving 12,000, that is a tremendous, you know, ratio of, you know, of effectiveness, I would say, to, you know, to be able to accomplish that. I know that that the college itself is involved in the community in many ways. Tell us a little bit about the different events that you hold every year, besides your outreach, you know, to the local high schools and local schools.
We do a series of community events. We have a food distribution. We have it as part of our MDC Cares project. We have food distributions that we do 2 to 3 times a year. We have the one in August. It ends up being a back to school one, so we do a backpack distribution. We serve over 500 families with both food and school supplies. Close to the holidays, we will, you know, typically do one, and then in the springtime, we also have one where we serve the community. We have job fairs, 2 to 3, sometimes a few more times, depending on, we might partner with local entities as well to provide the connection between employers and the jobs that might be out there. And again, that's open to our students, of course, but open to the entire community always. We also have a food pantry. We have a career closet that we have to serve our students, so anyone facing food insecurity, which, you know, unfortunately is a reality. Any of our students that maybe are going on a job interview or seeking or preparing for a job fair and maybe don't feel like they have the appropriate attire, we help support them with that. We have a wonderful closet that provides them with business attire so that, you know, they can go on their interview and look their best, not just succeed academically, but also succeed.
Is that something unique to the Hialeah campus, or?
Well, now at every campus we have a career closet, and every campus also has a food pantry. So any of our students at any of our campuses can access that at any of their campuses.
That is wonderful.
It is a wonderful service.
It is wonderful.
It's great to see it. Obviously, we do it in a way that's very respectful to our students, so that there isn't any, I guess, level of embarrassment. You know, if students don't feel comfortable, but we know that it's going to a great need. So we do that very respectfully and in a way that supports them. And if they come to our closet and maybe don't find something, we can even assist them, because we do, you know, a couple of events throughout the year. We have a wonderful, in the springtime, we have a wonderful fashion show. Our students model. All the clothes from the fashion show comes, you know, from the closet, is modeled, and our students do that. And we do that as a way to partner with the community to support our students. And so if they don't find something that fits them or looks well, then we work with them individually to kind of help them feel good about themselves.
How can the business community help MDC with their needs?
Well, that's one great way. So throughout the year, we do multiple events. We had just recently our Kids and Family Festival. That's probably the biggest way that our community has helped us. As we were celebrating IMMDC Day, that is our big capital campaign event, our annual campaign for the year. And we're proud to say we just reached our goal of surpassing $1 million in donations. Wow. That money goes directly to support our students with the scholarships that I've mentioned and talked about. And it goes pretty much, that dollar stretches very far. And so the Kids and Family Festival is one, and what we've done here is we open it up. We have a wonderful event for our kids and their families, and we have performances, and we have attractions, and we have, you know, the popcorn, the cotton candy, the face painting. We offer free haircuts as well. We partner with you know, our local partners. So our businesses will come in and they will support the event, also in exchange for providing information about their services and about their business, and then they pay a small fee or they donate money towards the cause as sponsors, and that helps. It's a win-win all around. It helps the event, it helps us raise the funds, and it also promotes the businesses that are right here in our local community.
Besides those particular events, local businesses could also help in providing donations for scholarships.
Absolutely, just like the chamber has
Right.
numerous times, and so that again goes very much a long way, and so we're very grateful for that. We're open to that, to able to, and then that gives us the opportunity to identify a process by which we support several students to be able to earn those scholarships. And being as affordable as we are, that money goes a long way. So that's another great way that absolutely that our partners can go. So a big plug to our wonderful Miami Chamber for always supporting us.
That is wonderful. What are your goals? It seems like you have achieved pretty much a higher level within the colleges, the college world. What are your goals, Georgette?
So I think to allow the Hialeah campus to continue growing and serving the needs, and not so much that we're trying to continue growing, but growing in the impact that we have for our community. To, again, one thing is that people make the choice to say, okay, I'm not gonna enroll in college this time around, I'm gonna wait or something, but making sure that they know what their options are. That for me, I think is very important. And I think with that, growth will come, right? Because we can be a lot of things to a lot of, obviously a very traditional sense of coming here after high school and pursuing your associate to maybe then transferring or staying here and doing a bachelor's degree or going out into the workforce or becoming a nurse and achieving that dream of yours of, wanting to help and have that profession. But I think to really feel like there's more to it and feeling comfortable that this belongs to our community. And I think I want every person in our community to know that we are here for them, whether it's educationally, yes, of course, but beyond that, right? There's so many other resources as well. We have great events that we tie to our community that they see us as a wonderful resource to feel comfortable, to feel safe, to feel empowered, challenged. That's really my goal, and to continue thriving that way, doing it efficiently and reaching all of our students and continuing to, promote that wonderful education that I personally believe so strongly in.
Well, that is wonderful, and I commend you, for all those things and many more that we maybe not have mentioned. But one thing that I can tell you is that the times that I have been here, I've always found the mood of the place to be one of ease and courteous and welcoming, and I think that goes a long way. I think it goes a long way to for the people at large, to feel that way and to feel that they're coming in here to improve themselves, and you're going to help them do it.
We sure are.
And when they finish, they're going to come out with no debt.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the most part,
for
I'm
the
sure.
most part, absolutely. That's our
so
goal.
that's that is a wonderful thing. You have been a member of the Miami Lakes Chamber, as well as the Hialeah BNI as well. How have those entities helped you along in your career as president of Miami-Dade College?
So that's been a very wonderful part of the community building aspect of it. So I've been involved in other community organizations. I've been at the college for about 25 years now. In this role as president, I've been here 3 years, and I think one thing I can say in terms of the chamber and the community support, feeling that level of support is very critical, and being able to do that. Because I think in our own ways, whether you're a business leader, whether you're an educational leader, as long as we're all focused on serving our community in some way, I think we're all rowing in the same direction and doing that. And so I think to be surrounded by like-minded individuals that really want to help and grow and maintain our community to be thriving and to serve and to feel like it is the place you want to, eat, play, and learn, right? I very much see myself as a part of that. I have that responsibility in this role to be a part of that, but that support from the community is also very important. And this community has been so welcoming and so supportive. And for me, it is great to be able to say, we're needing this for our students, or we're having this event, and I would love your support and participation. And that you immediately get 10 different businesses or leaders that say, I'm there, what do you need? I mean, that is beautiful. So for me, that's been amazing, and I think it's just a beautiful community, period. You know, and again, when you surround yourself with people who are all trying to do something better for the greater good, I think those people tend to, you know, call each other out in a good way, and I think that has been really wonderful.
Well,
not just for the college, but for me as well.
That is wonderful to hear, and I, you know, again, I applaud you for, you know, for all your efforts and for being who you are, and accomplishing all the goals that you have accomplished and all the good things that have taken place here at MDC. So, any questions that I didn't ask you that you would like to?
I think we touched on a lot of great points. I just want to again reiterate, if anything is, if there's one takeaway from today, is I think for anyone listening and watching and tuning in, is knowing that there is a place here for everyone. And so don't ever let the affordability or the cost factor be a burden or a hurdle to think that you don't belong here. Maybe it's timing, maybe it's, oh, I haven't thought about this, but it shouldn't be that it's too expensive and I can't afford it, or I don't belong here, because there's a place here for everybody, and hopefully we can support every single person interested in being here. So.
And as a final point, the business community out there that would like to become part of the MDC family, you can do it by contacting you.
Absolutely, and you know, contacting our office. You know, will gladly provide that information. And yeah, all it takes is a phone call, an email, and yes, I want to do it, and we will guide you every single step of the way. Absolutely.
I know you will. I know you will.
100%. That's what we're here for. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Georgette. It's really been a pleasure to have you here, and you know, for the first time ever, we've done it twice today.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Fred. I appreciate it.
It's been great.
I appreciate it. It has been, absolutely. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being with us, and the best to you in the future.
Thank you.
And
Thank
to
you.
you
My
and your
pleasure. I
family.
appreciate the opportunity to
thank you so much. So thank you for being with us. Until next time.